My name is Jonathan Goforth. I'm with Keller Williams Platinum Partners. I am licensed in Missouri and Kansas, and I have my broker's license in Missouri. I've been doing this 25 years, and today I'm going to tell you exactly how to make $1 million as a real estate agent. That's how much money I was paid last year with my team of agents and me with Keller Williams Platinum Partners. I've been a realtor for 25 years. That was what I was paid in my 24th year. I love real estate. I've been in Forbes magazine for the past 3 years, listed as one of the top market leaders in the country. And another big, I will tell you about my suit in just a second, but let's get this video started. I want to show you how you make $1 million in real estate. So if you're brand new to my real estate videos, please subscribe. Please give this video a like. I just filmed another video in the same clothes, so I'm going to put a link to that at the very end of this. That video is on the #1 secret, the big secret to selling real estate. What the big secret is that makes some agents thrive, what makes other agents fail. So I'm going to put a link to that at the very end of this video. There's a TV show coming here called Selling Kansas City. It's produced by American Dream TV and out of California. They are sending film crews here, and so I just found out a week ago I get to be one of the hosts of Selling Kansas City, the American Dream. And so last night, I don't have very many nice clothes. So last night, my wife and I, we went to buy a suit because I need to look a little bit better before this TV show gets filmed here in a few days. So this is apparently the new look. I have a blue suit, and I would like to say I'm 54. I've been doing this 25 years. So yes, I got in when I was 29. So when I got my real estate license. These new pants are tight. They're thin. They're narrow. I'm not used to this. I'm used to the old style of dress clothes. I say all that to say if I can make it through 25 years, yes, you can have an amazing career in real estate. My first year, I want to give you some encouragement and some hope. 25 years ago, my first year, I sold nothing. The second year, I sold almost nothing. Years passed and my career started flourishing based on all the things I'm about to tell you. How I make $1 million in real estate. That's what this video is about. Because if I can do it, you can certainly do it, because I do it here in Kansas City. I do it here in one of the more affordable parts of the country. Our house value pricing is low here. You know, the Midwest, Kansas, Missouri, Iowa, Nebraska, Arkansas, Mississippi, the middle of the country, it's cheap to live here. If I can do this, you can do this, but I'm going to show you how to do it, because when you become a brand new realtor, and I know many of you are pretty new, you don't really know what to do. I had no clue how to do this when I was 25 years ago. When I got into real estate, I got my license. I had the wrong idea of how this whole thing works. I thought you go get your real estate license, you join a brokerage, I go sit in there and I do board duty. And the public is just going to call in. Random people are going to call in and say, I need to list my house. If you could just send over an agent. I want to list it this week. And just send over an agent. I'm going to list my house with them. And I thought that's where all my business would come from. I thought the brokerage gave me leads. All my leads would come from my broker. That's wrong. That's not how any of this works. So let's talk about how this works. Your expectation, what you should be doing to make $1 million in real estate. I will tell you this. Making $100,000 a year in real estate is the exact same list of what you're going to do is to make $1 million. It just gets bigger the more you do. And so let's talk about that now. Okay, let's jump into the nuts and bolts of what it takes to make a lot of money in real estate. You have to have leads. You have to have listings, and you have to have buyers. That's all you need. It's just that simple. Video's over, guys. Thanks for watching. Let's talk about how you do that. You need listings. but at first it's hard to get listings. You're probably going to get more buyers at first. So these are called lead sources. Lead sources is what's going to generate you clients. You have to have clients like any other business that's in existence. You are a business owner. So I want you to have the mentality that you are a business owner. Now, what is it that you own? Because this is where a lot of the confusion comes in, and this is why most agents fail. You need to know that most agents fail. Most agents are not around in 3 years. They quit. They don't just linger, they've quit. And so I want to tell you how you not only take a brand new career into a success, but into a big success. This is going to create a foundation. This is what I've been doing for a long time. This is what I did in the very beginning. But it took me a while. Most agents think, well, I'm going to get in, I'm going to just make a killing my first 2 or 3 months. I'm going to show everybody how you do this. Well, that's great, and that happens. Sometimes there's just some rock star agent, gets licensed, comes into the office, and I'm jealous. I'm like, wow, I'm really jealous of that kind of success because I didn't have that when I started. It took me 2 full years to get it going. Now, my 3rd year was good. I think I made about 30,000. 4th year was pretty good, probably made 50 or 60. Once it got going, my income went over $100,000. And it's been like that for a long time and significantly higher. That's why I want to do this video. By the way, of all the videos that I do, I love this topic the most. This is my most favorite topic. I'm excited for you because if you're a realtor watching this, you're licensed, you're ready to go. If you're working on getting licensed, get licensed quickly. Go pass the exam and get to this. Passing the real estate exam, that's the beginning. That's your starting line. Now it's time to start the race. This is how you win clients. This is how you get a huge career. So please subscribe. Check out my other video at the end of this. The number one secret in how to make all this happen. There is a secret to this, by the way. That's the other video. Give this a like, please. Let's jump in and talk about this. Lead sources. You're going to need to take notes. So pause this, grab some paper, screenshot this. I'll step over here so you can screenshot this. I'm going to explain what these are. COI and SOI are the same thing. It's your circle of influence, your center of influence, your sphere of influence. Same thing, they're interchangeable words. That's your name list. Your name list is where the bulk of your customers are going to come from. These are the people you know. All the people who know you. That's 2 different concepts there. There's a lot of people who probably know you, but you don't really know them. Maybe it's you sponsor the soccer team that your kids play on. Your name is on the shirts. And there's all these parents. You don't know them, but maybe they kind of know you. They know who you are. You sponsor the team. You need to get every email address, every house address, phone numbers. Put together your list, your circle of influence, your sphere of influence. This is a big deal. This is the number one, my favorite topic of everything on the list is that. I make a living purely on this. My list, my name list is the most valuable thing I own. It's bigger than my house, bigger than my cars, bigger than everything, because it generates the income that provides the lifestyle of everything else, the vacations we take. I am very protective of my name list. As your career begins, you're going to start meeting people, a lot of different people, meeting them in different circumstances. As you collect info, their info goes into your name list, and it grows, it gets bigger. You're constantly updating it. From your COI list, you're going to be doing mailings, or you're going to be calling people. You have to contact them. You can send them texts, you can call them, you can send them a variety of mailings. With all that, you need to be consistent of what you're doing. Postcards and mailings. I typically send out 5 mailings a year right now. I'll tell you what they are. I kick off the year, and so do the agents on my team. We kick off the year with a Happy New Year's mailing. Just kind of a recap. Every single mailing you send, all of them, the consistent thing on there is I'm asking for business. I'm asking for referrals. I want you to remember who you are in this career. You are not really a realtor. You're not selling houses. You're selling yourself. You are the product. The houses sell themselves. You're simply marketing the house. You're advertising the house. But you, it's your name, your phone number, your image, your reputation. You are the product. That's what your business is selling. You're offering your services. Otherwise, they're just going to go use a different agent. When we got a record number of agents in this country, there's more than enough others of us to go choose from. You are the product, and that's the theme of your mailings. You. Why should they use you to market their house? Or why should they use you to go show them houses and serve as their buyer's agents? So you have a buyer. So these go hand in hand. While we're on this, you are asking for referrals. You want your name list, your sphere of influence. You want these friends and family, co-workers, and everybody who make up this list. You want them to refer you to their friends and their families, their co-workers. I make a living off of referrals. There's a lot of things I'm not good at, but I am really good at real estate. And I love real estate. I love how this works. I love marketing. I've got a college degree in marketing and advertising. It's just I love this. Some of these things, I don't even like doing them. They work, but you don't have to do everything on this list. You're going to pick and choose a few things. You're going to get really good at them and being consistent at them. Another thing, and you can send out postcards. I do just listed cards, just sold cards around my listings. I think that's important. You might get nothing out of it, but you don't know unless you try. And over time, with a lot of consistency, yes, you will pick up people from doing those. While we're talking about postcards, let's talk about EDDM. I don't know if you know what that is, but you need to. You need to be good at EDDM. That stands for Every Door Direct Mail. Every Door Direct Mail. This is through the U.S. Postal Service. Here's how this works, and I do a lot of EDDM postcards. It's the cheapest way to mail out a postcard. And I'll give you the pros and the cons to that. Well, let's do it right now. Please subscribe, because I'm off topic a little bit. EDDM, you go to USPS.com, the United States Postal Service.com, USPS.com, and across the top of the screen on the Postal Service website, see business. When you click on the business link across their website, it's going to say Every Door Direct Mail, or EDDM. And when you click on that, it's going to pull up a new screen of a map of the country, and you type in your zip code, the zip code of the house where you want to do a mailing. And it's going to pull up every mail route in that zip code. And so where I live, I hit up my neighborhood, the entire neighborhood, through EDDM because I can make a postcard. I'll be honest, I make mine on Vistaprint. I make it myself. I load it up in the Vistaprint. I wait for a coupon. I use the coupon code, and I have Vistaprint print my postcards and mail them to my house. You can print them anywhere. You don't print them at the Postal Service. They're going to mail them for you. But you got to get the postcard designed, which I do myself. Use whatever you want to make it, you Word or Publisher or whatever you want to use to make your postcard. Get them printed cheap, and then you're going to get a big old stack of postcards that show up to your house. Now, you go on the USPS website to do the mailing of those postcards. And EDDM, the website, it'll tell you the insignia to make, the little meter square, and the little barcode thing you type up with a little asterisk and the EDDM in it. It will tell you how to do that. It'll tell you how big of a little, like let's say this whole screen is the postcard. On the back of it, you're going to have a block with how much space that you can use for the EDDM thing. There's no names on it. There's no addresses. The way this works, then you bundle it, and the EDDM website, it will show you how to do that. You bundle them, put rubber bands around it, and then it goes in a tub, which you get from the post office. And then that tub with all those postcards of yours, it goes in that mail car. The little car that the postman drives around in, he's going to have your tub sitting in there with him. And he takes postcards and he puts one of your postcards in every single mailbox throughout the whole route. Everybody gets a postcard of yours, regardless of what the house is. There's no addresses, no names. Everybody gets your postcard. It's a cheap way to distribute out postcards without missing any houses. I love that. I do that over and over and over when I farm my neighborhood. That's another one on here. Farming. Forgot about farming. I do farm. I farm the neighborhood where I grew up. I have for years. And now that we moved into a much nicer neighborhood, I farm the neighborhood I live in. Farming takes time to establish yourself as a neighborhood expert to pick up business. But over time, you do. And I do get business off my EDDM postcards that I send out. If you don't know what farming is, that is where you solicit yourself to, sounds kind of dirty, but I market myself to every house in the neighborhood. That is farming. Every single house in the whole neighborhood or a whole segment of your city. You can farm big areas if you have enough money and time to do it. Drip campaigns, this is where you get somebody, let's say it's a friend, and they're thinking about moving. They want to know, what houses are out there. This is great to capture people from an open house. So let's talk about when you go do an open house and you get somebody that's interested. Well, I'm thinking about moving, just kind of looking, just kind of stop by your open house. I will say, if you want to give me your name and your email address, I can load you in using my MLS account to send you automated listings for the area you're looking for. I'm going to type in the price range, what it is that you're looking for. I'm going to do a search in MLS. I'm going to save the search, and then I do an automatic email campaign. That's called a drip campaign. And they see your name. It's coming from you, but I'm not really sending it. It's an automated thing through MLS or whatever else you want to send it from. That's a great way to capture leads, potential buyers from your open house. Let's talk about buying leads. If you have some money, because buying leads is very expensive. But if you want to jumpstart your career, buying leads is a great way to do it. You can buy them from Realtor.com, Zillow. There's a lot of different lead sources you can buy leads from. But it's a great way to do it. If you do this, you got to be immediately calling them back. My goal, now I don't buy leads for this, but I have agents on my team who do. There's 12 agents on my team right now. We just have 2 more that just joined my team in the last week. I'm excited for their careers because they're in the same place many of you are. They haven't sold anything yet. They just got licensed within the last month. Sign calls. Now this is after you have a listing. You have a listing, your for sale sign is in the yard. Sometimes somebody will call you. A random stranger is going to call you about the house. Take those calls seriously. Don't just blow those off. You can ask, are they pre-approved? Are they working with another realtor? Is this what they're looking for? When you give the price, they're like, oh, I had no idea that house was worth so much. Can't afford that. Well, what can you afford for? I mean, have you talked with the lender? Because I can certainly pull up some houses and email them to you. In fact, I can even set you up on an automated search where it's going to just email you every day of what's for sale right now. You're going to be notified even of brand new listings so you don't miss out as these new listings come up. That's how you work sign calls. Board duty. Board duty is great. The success rate of board duty is very low. You're going to be there a long time, many, many times, and hopefully you get something out of it. I did on occasion. But if you're not doing anything else, sign up for board duty in your office. That means you're bored. Now that means you are sitting in the office with a designated number of hours that if a call comes in, the call goes to you. It's a way to hopefully get some leads. Pop buys, let's talk about this. Let's say you have, let's call it your A-list in your sphere. The people you're closest to, people you think they might actually move. or they're good friends or people who would support your real estate career by giving you referrals. Then you come up with something to take them. Maybe it's a thing of cookies. Maybe you go to the grocery store. You don't want to, maybe because of COVID, we're coming out of COVID, but maybe people would rather have pre-made something. Go to the grocery store, get something, pop by their house, and just put a note. You know, I've just started a career in real estate. I would love it if you would please refer me to your friends, to your family, to your coworkers, and you just do a pop by. And it's amazing the success from that. Social media and Facebook. Let's talk about this because this is a big one. And this is another reason why I'm going to ask you to please subscribe to my real estate channel. You are going to use your social media to ask people to give you referrals. And please like my video. Speaking of that, when you do a Facebook post, this is powerful. So I don't know if I mentioned it on here yet, but so I've been in Forbes magazine for the last 3 years as one of the top marketing people in real estate in the country for the past 3 years. So it's a huge honor, but something I'm so excited about. Last week, I found out there's a TV show coming here to Kansas City called Selling Kansas City. And Selling Kansas City is produced by American Dream TV. The American Dream, they do this in a lot of other cities. So I just found out I get to be one of the hosts. And so that's why I have a brand new suit. We bought this last night. My wife went with me because my clothes are not trendy or acceptable. And so if you like this look, please put a comment that you like this look, because YouTube likes it when I get comments on my YouTube videos. Facebook likes it when you get comments on your Facebook posts. So please put a comment on my video and just say, I enjoy this video. Thanks for making it. Please make more. I hate blue. The suit looks horrible. Whatever you want to say, don't put that. Something I would like, I am curious if a plain white shirt is acceptable with this, because it seems to be a trendy look, so I've been told last night. Or should I get a shirt that has more of a pattern? Because I don't know. I don't have much fashion sense. Let's talk about Facebook and social media. Something I've been learning in going through my interview process to become a host of Selling Kansas City, I am no longer really a realtor. That's how they see it. I am a media expert, a social media expert. I am an advertising expert. That is my job, who happens to sell houses. I'm a social media expert who happens to sell houses. The Facebook algorithm is the same whether you're posting about real estate or about a picture of what you ate for lunch or a picture of your dog. It's the same algorithm. Same with YouTube, whether you're watching somebody's vacation videos or you're watching real estate videos. By the way, we have a family channel. If you want to see what we do on vacation, go to Go Forth Gang. The Go Forth Gang, it's another YouTube account that we have. And you can see my family. I'm going to tell you how Facebook works. I'm going to give you some advice because you're not going to know this for many people. Whether you're doing Facebook or Instagram, whatever else you're going to do, we're going to talk about Facebook first. When you do a post, any post about anything, very few people see your post. Just to burst, not to burst your bubble there, but very few people see your post. So let's say on your Facebook account, you have, let's say 500 friends. Well, when you do a post, you're making the assumption all 500 friends get to see your post. Yeah, it's not true. They might if they dig down and find it, but they might have to go through a lot of other posts on their home page, on their feed when they first log in. You need to get your friends and your family, your brothers and sisters, whoever you can ask to make a comment on your Facebook post. When you get comments on your Facebook post, it boosts it. It enhances it. It scoots it to the top of the feeds of your Facebook friends. And what really boosts it is, let's say you have a certain Facebook friend who makes a comment on your Facebook post. It will boost it to the top of the friends you share in common. And that's why when you look at your Facebook feed, when you first log into Facebook and you see those posts, they're not the most recent posts. They are the most recent posts that typically have comments. So check that out next time you do that. You need to do, and that's free, but it can take a little work. You got to be consistently asking your friends and your family, it's such a pain. Hey, I just did another post about real estate. I know I did one yesterday, but if you could just please put a comment and tell them why, because they want to support you. And if they realize why, it's going to help promote it, they'll do it. Other forms of social media. You can contact your COI list, in this case, we'll call these Facebook friends, through instant messaging. You know, it's connected to Facebook. And so if you have you can contact people that way and say, hey, just wanted to let you know I'm a brand new realtor, and I'm going to be sending out some football magnets, football schedules, magnets. If you want one, please just send me back a message with your address, and I'll be glad to drop one in the mail to you. That's another way I built up my name list with whatever you want to send out. Now, it's got to be something worth something to them. Don't just say, well, I'm going to be sending out a recipe postcard. Would you like one? Probably not going to get a response. But if you're going to send out a cool magnet, something that's neat they'll keep, yes. This is just the beginning, but these are the big categories, many of the big categories of how to find lead sources. You need to be doing a lot of this to create as many lead sources as possible. The big thing you're doing with the majority of this, you are asking your friends, your family, people you know, even people on Facebook, when you do a post, ask them to send you referrals. You want them to be promoting your image, your brand, you're the product. So now, anytime you post on Facebook or any form of social media, you have got to mention your brokerage. Always mention your brokerage. At the bottom of your post, put whoever you're with. I'm with Keller Williams Platinum Partners. Maybe you're with Remax. You're with Reese Nichols. You're with Platinum. There's hundreds of real estate brokerages. Make sure you brand that so you stay in compliance with your real estate commission. That's why at the beginning I mentioned I'm with Keller Williams Platinum Partners and I'm licensed in Missouri and Kansas, blah, blah, blah. I say that so I stay in compliance. Do that on every single form of social media. That's a rule every state's going to have, making sure you disclose that. Thanks for watching. I hope this helps. If you're a new agent, welcome to the most awesome career possible. I love real estate. It is a dream job for me. Fits my personality. I love the attention it brings. So will you. On your for sale signs, put your picture on them. Make it look good. Because it captures, again, more sign calls. Again, thanks for watching. Please give this a like. Please subscribe. And now get out there and get all this started.